Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my college football playoffs round 2 quarterfinal matchup in the Fiesta Bowl between the Boise State Broncos and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. Now, let's kick it off with the injury report of the Boise State Broncos, starting out with safety Alexander Tuberner with a lower back injury, wide receiver Chris Marshall with an ankle injury, and running back Sir Gaines with a knee injury, all questionable for the game. And honestly, I'm thinking they all will play. Alexander, I believe, is the starting strong safety, while backup receiver and backup running back Chris Marshall and Sir Gaines will actually be rotating in from time to time. I honestly think that the Boise State Broncos will not do as great as they would have done if it wasn't Penn State, but still. Point being, the Boise State Broncos are still a good team, and they got a very good running back, by the way, but their injuries on offense, even though they are actually more on the offensive side, I think the defense, specifically with the injury to Alexander, will be the reason why the Boise State Broncos secondary will most likely fail against the Penn State Nittany Lions. Now, moving on to the offense of the Boise State Broncos, we got quarterback Maddox Matson, running back Ashton Ginty, and fullback Tyler Crow. At wide receiver, we got Prince Strachan, Cameron Kemper, and lateral Caples. Tight end is Matt Lauter, left tackle Cage Casey, center Zach Holmes, right guard Tyler Kenneth, and right tackle Hall Schmidt. Now, when it comes to this offense, honestly, Ashton was a bona fide number one. Well, not number one, obviously. I think he ended up number 2 in the Heisman Trophy race, but he's the number 1 running back in the nation, in my opinion. Yes, he lost the Heisman Trophy, but he still definitely was close to getting that award. And honestly, he might be the biggest threat to the Penn State Nittany Lions today, because I think the run game will be intense by Boise State, and I think that 100% the Boise State Broncos might have to look out at the run game rather than the pass game, as the run game is the strongest part of the Broncos offense. Now, moving on to the Boise State defense, we got defensive ends Ahmad Hassanisi, I don't know if that's how you say it, I don't know how, and Jaden Virgin Morgan. Defensive tackles Herbert Gums and Braxton Felly. Then middle linebacker Marco Notarini, I don't know if that's how you say it. Then we get Andrew Simpson at weak side linebacker. Corners Marion McCoy, Jeremiah Irby. And then nickelback Seiji Oladipo, safety Ty Benefield, and Alexander Tuberner at strong safety. But if he cannot go, Zion Washington will take over. Now, when it comes down to it, I honestly think the defense will do a decent job against Penn State. I still think they're going to score on them a lot in today's game, but they're going to defend very decently. They're going to allow maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns in the first half, maybe 1 or 2 in the next half, maybe a few field goals here and then, but they're not going to be blown out. I think that the offenses of both teams will be on fire in this game, while most likely Penn State having the advantage. Now, moving on to the Penn State Nittany Lions injury report, starting with defensive tackle Alonzo Ford Jr. with a lower body injury, and he is out for the game. Then moving on to safety Kevin Winston Jr. with a knee injury, running back Cam Wallace with a lower body injury, tight end Andrew Rappelia with a lower body injury, and these injuries are undisclosed, but wide receiver Hayden Saunders, defensive tackle Caleb Artis, then safety Tyrese Mills, and wide receiver Tyrese Denmark are all with undisclosed injuries, questionable for the game, along with everyone else except for Alonzo Ford. Now, when it comes down to it, the loss of Ford, pretty dire, really. Like, I think it was a torn ACL or something. I don't really know exact. I couldn't get all of the information. And then we obviously get guys like Kevin Winston, who did have a knee injury, and also their tight end Andrew as well, with a lower body injury. They are both, in my opinion, not going to play. And that's going to honestly hurt the defense more because the safety, Kevin Winston, honestly, I think that he would most likely be rotated in because I think that they're just going to get tired a lot in this game from honestly all the running, all the defending in the backfield because they are going to throw the football. Even though Boise State is going to actually be more in the run game, they're going to have these guys just probably be man coverage in this game. So that's going to hurt them. And honestly, I mean, you also got defensive tackle and another safety also injured and probably not going to play. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, I think the defense is going to suffer a little more than the offense. Now, moving on to the Penn State offense. And we have quarterback Drew Aller, running back Nicholas Singleton, wide receiver Harrison Wallace III, Julian Fleming, and Liam Clifford. Tight end Tyler Warren, left tackle Drew Shelton, Ola Vega Ione, I don't know, I'm just going to call him Ola. He'll be the left guard. Nick Dawkins will be the center. Sal Wormley, the right guard, and Anthony Dunko as the right tackle. Now, when it comes down to it, I honestly believe that the offense will do a very good job, specifically in the pass game. Drew Aller has been a very good quarterback in his college career, but honestly, even with a sort of good secondary and linebacking core, I think that the Penn State Nittany Lions will definitely get them in the pass game heavily. But they also got a good running back in Singleton. Obviously not as good as obviously the running back of the Boise State Nittany Lions, but still a very good one at that. So I'm thinking most likely a mix of the run and pass game, but mostly on the passing game because I think Drew Aller will throw for over or just under 300 yards passing in today's game. Now moving on to the Penn State Nittany Lions defense, we got defensive ends Danny Dennis Sutton and Abdul Carter. Offensive tackle Zane Durant and Devon J. Thomas. Weak side linebacker Tony Rojas. Then middle linebacker Kobe King. Cornerback Jalen Kimber, AJ Harris. Nickelback Cam Miller. Free safety Zachy Wheatley. And Jalen Reed at strong safety. Now when it comes to this defense, I honestly think that they'll do a very good job against the Boise State Broncos. Although the issue is the run game. The run game is going to be heavy. They have a good running back. Like I said, in my opinion, the best running back in the nation. So I honestly believe that the Penn State Nittany Lions are going to have issues in the run game, while the pass game is going to be relatively decent. But in the end, it all really comes down to how good they can handle the run game. And if they cannot, well, this game might actually go in Boise State's favor. Now, in conclusion, I have this game going 30-34 in favor of Penn State. I think the Nittany Lions will come out with the win, most likely with a game-sealing interception or a game-winning touchdown. One of the two is going to happen. But in the end, it's really going to come down to those final minutes in the fourth quarter. That's where the game is really going to come up. Whether the Boise State Broncos are down by 4 going for a touchdown or, well, the touchdown because a field goal doesn't do anything. Or the Penn State Nittany Lions down by, like, let's say it's about 27 points, maybe. In the end, it's really going to come down to those last minutes. And I think that the Penn State Nittany Lions, whether it be a pick, interception to seal the game, or a passing touchdown, either way, Penn State brings out the win and advances to the next round in the semifinals. Now that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Tweet me any video ideas. Also tell me down in the comments below, who do you think will win and who do you think will lose? Tell me down in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe and hit the notification if you want more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.